President Trump's weekly address. Watching the weekly address from President Trump brought home some of the additional difficulties that he faces, that other presidents from political backgrounds did not face. Until now, the controlled speaking on topics and cautious use of words was an essential tool in political life. The ability to muster facts, the word formulations, and directions of a theme needed to be careful and considered. President Trump seems to find this hard, but considering his background, this is understandable. As a leader of a corporation, speaking your mind and having a good feel for business are attributes that are effective. The staff need direction and a sense of strength at the top. Errors, misjudgments, or failing intelligence are the task of the business team, and the CEO expects the team to work these things through. Accidental misuse of words can be corrected, and the staff would be stupid to attack the company leader over a mistake that they themselves could make. Politicians running for the office of president have years of political blunders and learning the ropes for avoiding sloppy formulations and politically incorrect statements. They are not expected to open their mouths all the time, unlike a president, and when they must, and the issue is awkward, they either skirt the question or have a pre-formulated answer to give by rote. Years of this, with a writing team and staff to address the press, creates a personalized communication bubble around a prospective president that has been refined over years before a presidential candidacy is even considered. President Trump has had to hit the ground running, without the traditional years of establishment-based preparation that others have had. This may be a good thing, it may be bad, but one thing is certain, it is a very different president from nearly all that have gone before. President Eisenhower was a similar president, having come from a non-establishment background, but he mostly understood the need for caution and diplomacy, a lesson undoubtedly learnt from the Second World War. But similar to President Trump, he was vocal about active defense, as he threatened to use nuclear weapons to resolve the Korea War, and like President Trump, he negotiated issues before his inauguration, such as agreeing with the British that the Shah of Iran should be returned to power. Two issues that have been criticized by the press when performed by President Trump. President Eisenhower, however, set the precedent. The Americans that voted for Trump clearly wanted a president that was not part of the establishment or political elite. The press, on the other hand, are poking fun at the fact that he does not behave as the establishment or political elite. "We want something new, but we'll measure against the old," sums up the situation pretty well. The President clearly gave his weekly address in front of a teleprompter. Apart from the fact that he appears to need glasses to read, he looked pained and awkward in his delivery, and the language used was not his signature style, nor carried his flow. The energy of his speaking is defined by a free expression, exactly the thing that experienced establishment politicians work out of their repertoire because it's dangerous. As President Trump perhaps proves, having a genuine political change with a president from outside the political elite and establishment is a turning point in US politics. Are the Americans prepared to tolerate some political incorrectness and a little less preparedness in statements from the president as the price of removing the exclusivity rights of the elite? Or are they defining the ability for any American-born citizen to be president as not the only requirement, but force a precedent that a future president must have prior long-term experience within the political system? This decision is hard, but the situation is made harder by the fact that the press is trying to make the decision for the people, rather than explain the situation to the people.